A hidden story sits behind the fences of one of Israel's most secretive military installations. A place rarely mentioned publicly, yet deeply tied to regional strategy, cutting-edge technology, and the long-term uncertainty of the Middle East. Today, we examine Palmachim Airbase, widely rumored to be one of the most protected locations in Israel. But why? What makes it so important? And what truths can be understood about a base that rarely appears in official statements? Let's break down the history, operations, and geopolitical implications with clarity and context. Palmachim Airbase is more than a series of runways and fortified hangars. It is a strategic symbol in a region defined by rapid technological competition, shifting alliances, and ongoing security concerns. While the public often associates it with missile launches or satellite operations, the deeper significance of Palmachim comes from what it represents: a hub of deterrence, innovation, and national resilience. This video aims to offer a balanced, analytical perspective. We avoid speculation and focus on what is publicly known, contextualized by global trends. Conflict affects real people on all sides, and understanding the infrastructure behind military operations can help viewers grasp the larger picture without dehumanizing anyone involved. Palmachim's origins date back to the mid-20th century, when Israel was still shaping its military identity. Initially, the base supported early aviation efforts and training missions critical to establishing Israel's aerial capabilities. Over time, as the region evolved with new threats and new technologies, the base underwent massive transformation. It shifted from a traditional airstrip to a modern, multi-layered site for advanced research, testing, and strategic assets. One of the most public functions of Palmachim is its role in space launches. Israel's satellite program, which includes photo, reconnaissance, and communication satellites, is often associated with this location. Launches that are publicly acknowledged have been seen from the Mediterranean coast, sparking global interest and media attention. The unique geography allows rockets to be launched westward over the sea, reducing risks to populated areas. In a world where space and cyber domains are becoming increasingly relevant to national security, bases like Palmachim take on new importance. Nations around the globe are investing in small satellite constellations, autonomous systems, and early warning technology. Palmachim fits into this broader trend. Although details are classified, analysts agree that the base plays a central role in integrating Israel's space assets with its broader defense strategy. Beyond space activities, Palmachim is linked to the testing of missile defense systems. Israel's layered defense network, including systems designed to intercept short-range rockets, mid-range projectiles, and potential long-range threats, relies heavily on testing and evaluation. While much of this work occurs at various sites, Palmachim's involvement in certain trials is widely reported. In today's rapidly shifting environment, missile defense has become a global necessity. From Europe to Asia, nations seek ways to counter emerging aerial threats, including drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic systems. Palmachim's research and testing capabilities place it within this global movement toward more advanced, integrated defense networks. Unmanned aerial systems are another major component connected to the base. Israel has long been a leading developer of drone technology, and many prototypes or operational platforms are believed to have been tested near Palmachim. Modern militaries rely heavily on unmanned systems for surveillance, reconnaissance, and other non-direct combat roles. This shift reflects a broader pattern around the world: the growing importance of real-time information and the need to reduce risk to personnel. However, discussions about military bases, even highly protected ones, are not just about hardware. The humanitarian dimension of conflict is always present. Palmachim's existence is tied to a region that has seen decades of tension, where civilians on every side have lived through uncertainty. Understanding strategic infrastructure helps viewers see how militaries prepare, but it should also remind us of the human impact of conflict. Families, communities, and entire societies are affected whenever technology is used in war, whether for defense or deterrence. Palmachim's security measures are widely discussed. Some experts describe it as one of the most protected bases in Israel. But that phrase requires perspective. Israel's overall defense architecture is layered and interconnected. Rather than focusing on a single installation, it's more accurate to view Palmachim as part of a broader network that includes radar stations, intelligence sites, Air Force bases, and command centers. Together, these assets form a system designed to respond quickly to emerging threats. The secrecy surrounding Palmachim contributes to public fascination, while certain details are openly acknowledged, such as space launches. Most activities remain undisclosed. This is common for strategic bases worldwide. The United States, Russia, China, and several European nations maintain similarly protected facilities. Secrecy is not merely about hiding capabilities. It is often about preventing adversaries from analyzing defensive patterns, system vulnerabilities, or operational timelines. For Israel, a country that faces evolving challenges, maintaining secure installations is a practical necessity. Palmachim's defenses involve layers of surveillance, restricted access, hardened structures, and likely cyber protections. The combination of air, ground, and technological security elements makes it difficult for unauthorized entities to gather information or compromise operations. From a geopolitical standpoint, Palmachim is a reminder of how small regions can play oversized roles in global strategy. The Middle East sits at the crossroads of continents, trade routes, and ideological divides. Every strategic asset influences diplomatic relations, arms negotiations, and regional stability. When an airbase hosts satellite launches or missile defense trials, neighboring nations pay attention. International analysts study patterns. Governments issue statements or monitor activities through their own intelligence systems. This interconnectedness means that Palmachim is not just an Israeli matter. It is part of a broader set of regional dynamics involving air defense networks, energy security, alliances, and economic interests. Even countries without direct ties to the region pay attention because technology developed here often influences global markets, from aerospace to cyber systems. Throughout the decades, technological innovation at Palmachim has supported the development of systems that reduce casualties, increase precision, and improve early warning capabilities. Yet technology alone does not guarantee stability. Real peace depends on political agreements, social reforms, and humanitarian support. No base, no matter how fortified, can replace diplomacy. This is why many experts emphasize the need to pair defense readiness with long-term conflict resolution efforts. The question remains, why does Palmachim receive so much attention? The answer is not simply about secrecy or defense. It's about what the base symbolizes, a constant reminder that nations use technology to try to prevent conflict while preparing for the possibility of escalation. Palmachim represents that balance. It is a place where innovation meets uncertainty. Today's world moves quickly. New threats emerge in cyberspace, outer space, and the electromagnetic spectrum. Nations adapt their strategies accordingly, blending old doctrines with new tools. Palmachim Airbase reflects this adaptation. Whether through satellite launches, drone testing, missile defense integration, or training operations, the base is deeply tied to the future of military planning. Yet the human dimension remains central. Every system tested, every launch executed, connects to real communities. When we analyze installations like Palmachim, we must keep the impacts on ordinary people in mind. Those living near conflict zones, those displaced by instability, and those who simply hope for a safer future. In closing, Palmachim Airbase symbolizes a strategic intersection of technology, defense, and regional dynamics. Its reputation as one of Israel's most protected bases stems from its role in space operations, missile defense development, drone innovation, and national readiness. While much remains classified, enough is known to understand the base's importance within both regional and global contexts. As with any military installation, the goal is not to glamorize conflict, but to understand the forces that shape it. Awareness leads to informed discussion, and informed discussion is essential in a world where security challenges increasingly cross borders. Palmachim's story is a chapter in a larger narrative, one that continues to unfold across the Middle East and beyond.